Hey, look at that.
Hello.
Look at that. Look how it's working now. Amazing. Incredible. Stupendous. Beauteous. Hey, Devon. Yo, yo, good morning. And you did behave very well, Hinkapink. I saw it. I was there the entire time. So, for those of you who were here on Friday, look, all my frames of my hand gone, and so is the anticipation edit. What? So I've saved this as a new file, so I can work in it without worrying about doing anything to the old file.
Okay.
And then if we can figure out a way to recover it, that'd be great. And we can piece it together.
So there's a whole new, like, you made a whole new folder, or did you do save as version?
I saved as, so there's a whole new folder.
Okay. Okay.
Did I export it? No, I didn't. I just saved it and then closed it, and today it doesn't have it. So I'm gonna work on Doig instead, and then we can maybe try and piece things together.
So DS Intro 02 V2 is the one that you are just...
Yes, this is the one I'm currently working in now.
Okay.
So I should be okay to work in this without doing anything to the original file, hopefully. My hope.
I wonder if I can do shenanigans in the old one.
Should be able to without affecting what I'm doing now, because this should be its own separate folder now. What am I up to? Well, we did an intro for our YouTube channel. We storyboarded it, so I'm animating it. And actually, I've got a bunch of pals helping me animate it too. So there's like 8 shots or something, and various friends are taking on different shots. So this is the first shot that I'm animating. The storyboard. I think I've got the storyboard pinned to my Twitter, so if you wanted to see it, you can catch it there. It should be fun. We've spent the longest time without a channel intro, so there's been like no way for people to really know what we do. So this will be nice to have one actually saying, hey, we do animation and stuff. Like, long overdue. Oh, Ula said you could trace over the recording when you played it last stream. Ula, that is big brain. That's an awesome idea. If we can't get it back, I'll do that.
Okay.
It might be like a little pixelated, but it's better than nothing. Barbara, you're like, thanks. Thanks for watching. How about I did? Remember last Friday I was working on this and I was working on Swift. Well, basically all the stuff I did on Friday is gone. Very saddening, but at least we have the recording of the stream. So Ula was saying maybe I can trace it back from that. Yeah, I have no clue what happened. Like, this is one of the first times I've lost a file like that via Team Boom. Normally it's so reliable. Oh, Sketchy, did you say what kind of drawing tablet you were thinking of getting? Do I know how I lost it? No, I've got no clue. I'm not sure. I just saved it on Friday like regular. Closed it like I usually do. When I opened it today, it didn't have the stuff in. We checked the Dropbox and we couldn't see anything that looked amiss.
How many frames have gone missing, would you say?
Okay, I would say roughly 20-ish.
Oh. Okay. So you're missing 20 frames of hand.
Yeah, I'm missing maybe like 14 to 20 frames of hand, and like maybe 8 frames of body or something. If I were to guesstimate.
Oh, okay, what I'm doing won't fix that then.
How come?
Well, I'm trying, like, there seem to be like some backup frames, so I'm making these them, but no, it doesn't sound like that would fix it. Okay, then it weirds me out that there's a Swift Arm Roughs 0.5 here.
There's nothing in the elements folder. That's kind of what we're checking now, but we can't see anything. That looks too amiss.
Okay, I'm gonna try this then. Do you have 2 layers in there? One that's like to do like a duplicate layer of Swift Arm Roughs, or is there only, when you look at the layer stack, is there only one layer that's like Swift Arm Roughs?
There's 2. There's Swift Arm Roughs and Swift Arm Roughs _1. One of them is the pencil, and one of them is the arm.
Okay, because it. So you do have Swift Arm Roughs and then Swift Arm Roughs _1.
Yes,
yeah,
I do.
And which one had the new ones on it?
It was Swift Arm Rough that had the drawing of the hand on it.
Okay, and what did Swift Arm Roughs _1 have on it?
The pencil.
The pencil.
Sketchy says the I can never pronounce this. the Huion Canvas Pro 16. Cool. Having a nice drawing tablet makes all the difference. It does so much for like the feel of what you're doing.
Okay.
Edgeco, hello! Oh, good, thank you. How are you doing?
My only thinking is that the Toon Boom's gotten confused and they couldn't find Swift Arm Roughs because of it being called 0.5 rather than Swift Arm Roughs _1.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether... Because it's showing you... Maybe it's showing you the pencil in place of the... Okay. Can you open the old file and tell me which layer the pencil is actually on? Whether it's on... Like if you hide _1 or hide not _1.
I'm pretty sure it's on _1 because it's in my file currently. The pencil is, and the pencil's on _1, which is how I know that the arm must have been on the other.
Okay, and that's how you set it up. You were like, this one's the arm, and then _ is a duplicate of it.
Yeah. Basically, the thought process went like, oh, I should do the arm on another layer, but I've already done this on this layer. Okay, I'll duplicate it and then use the more sensible name for the actual arm.
Okay.
Check your node view, it could be lost in the abyss. Could do that. It does still seem to be connected, like the drawings are still showing up on the timeline.
You wouldn't see it in the you wouldn't see it in the layer stack if it was disconnected in the node view. Well, let's try.
I don't mind us, like, if you want to troubleshoot this off stream, I don't want to take up your whole stream time, like, when you could be doing something cool.
It's okay.
Just troubleshooting my Team Boom file. I hope so, Sketchy. I hope so. I think it is. Like, gosh, you should see the things that that Habbo and Kevin and Ula and Arrow and yeah, everyone's been doing. So cool. Hey Martina, good morning. How are you? The other people animating this, a lot of them are in chat. Well, Habbo's in chat. Everyone else is actually probably asleep because they're in American time zones. So Kevin is animating on it. Kurzak is animating on it. Ula is in chat, animating on it. My mind's blanking. Is there anyone else helping us out?
Kurzak.
Kurzak, I don't know what to say, Kurz.
I don't know. I'm just.
Thought I did.
Kevin, Kurzak, Habbo, Ula.
Is that everybody?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to rename all these manually. If I had my batch rename tool and that I had this on my Dropbox local, it would be easier.
I said Ula, didn't I? I thought I said Ula. Guys, don't be playing with me. Yeah, don't worry about doing it now, Mike. Sounds like it's gonna be a hassle, and I'd rather see you model some birds and bears.
Okay. Well, I'm halfway through this, so this file might be broken if I don't finish.
Okay. I mean, can you not just finish later?
Imagine you're halfway through a boring job. You don't really want to think about going back to it. So.
Okay. Between I don't perceive Ula. I thought I said Ula. What? I will do something awful using my mod powers. I'll ban every word except for Sonic. Whoa, wait, what's Russian? Hold on, don't make me say this word. I'll butcher it. But that's what was it? I'm immediately interested. What's something delicious? What? Speaking of which, and speaking of Ula, I cooked one of his recipes over the weekend for an apple pie, and it was good. I actually had the last piece this morning for breakfast.
I had it as well, not for breakfast, but it was lovely.
It was good. It was good. It didn't have any sugar or anything in it. It was really easy to make, and now I've unlocked the power of pie. I can have it any time, and it's very dangerous. I wasn't able to eat all at once. Well, no, like I had a slice, Mike had a slice. The next day, I had a slice, and Mike didn't. And this morning, I finished it off. I mean, it was a pretty big pie. Large.
Is that the first apple pie you've ever made?
No.
Okay.
It's not. But it's definitely not the last. You don't have the power to not eat what you make immediately. I'm not saying that I couldn't, because I could. I do get that. I used to make batches of biscuits, and I would be incapable of not eating them as soon as they're out of the oven. Like, when they're semi-warm is the best time as well. Like, the best time. Okay, so I might make Doig's head a little bit bigger.
Yeah!
I knew it. I knew that's what you wanted.
Randy was talking about, like, if we modded Sonic sprites, she would be Sonic and I would be Tails, and I was like, but I don't fly. Just inflate your head. I was like, yeah, like a balloon.
Yep. Oh, you might order the Ring Fit thing today. Do it. Do it. I gotta do some Ring Fit after this.
I'm so close to having renamed this. I'm gonna ask you to like reopen the file
And see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I recommend Ring Fit, so you can blame me if you don't like it. I heartily recommend it. It's helped me be more exercised. Oh, you got yourself Ring Fit this weekend. Any recommendations or tips? If you like dancing, Ula, like I do, then there is a dance minigame hidden in the menus. Just before you click Start Adventure, like scroll to the edge, and I think there's like quick exercises or something, or it's called something. Check out the different options, and there's like a rhythm game you can do, and it's got songs like Jump Up Superstar from Mario Odyssey, and you can like play that, and that's fun.
I'm just saying, if your Dropbox is finished updating, try opening this file.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Continue talking about music now if you want.
Also, something that I've started doing recently that I found really helpful is as you level up, you unlock more and more exercises that you can slot into your moveset. And when you get like a few under your belt, I found it really helpful to swap moves in and out depending on what I want to do that day. So for example, the other day I had a leg day where I swapped all my moves for leg exercises. Which means that every time you fight a bad guy, the repertoire you're choosing from in terms of what reps you're doing are all leg exercises. So it's kind of fun to customize it like that.
And how did you feel after leg day?
Tired. Turns out leg day worked my core a lot too. So
let me know how it is.
All that's happened now is that the pencils disappeared as well.
The pencils disappeared as well?
Yeah.
So there's just nothing in the file?
No, there's something in the file. Do you want to come over and look so you can see? So these were all frames of my hand drawing.
Yeah.
And then I had frames of anticipation here for me ducking down. And it's all gone. It's like it was on Thursday morning. instead of Friday. There's missing frames on this layer Swift rough. Like I had an in-between between these two, and I had anticipation frames here, which are gone. I can't remember if there were frames here for the hand, but you know, all the frames of the hand are gone. So
My fix, no fix.
but thank you for trying, Mike. I really appreciate it. You recently started doing Expert Plus. Whoa, Vency, what the heck?
Is there a chance you just didn't hit save on it at the very end?
I mean, I guess it's possible. That would be very weird, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I saved it. You know? And if I didn't, then it would have taken something like restarting itself and closing it for me to not save it before I closed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay hydrated is a great Ring Fit tip.
There's like no evidence of those additional.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I just never did them. But it's got like the time I spent working in there saved.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like that's one of the strange things. It's not like it didn't save anything at all that day. It saved as though I'd worked in it.
Mm-hmm.
But just didn't save what I'd done. Anyway, like we'll figure it out off stream. I don't want the entire stream to be us talking about trying to fix Toon Boom, but we will let you guys know if we figure out a solution for it. If not, then I will have to just cut out that bit of the VOD and trace over it. Which is annoying, but it's way less annoying than having to redo it. So what are you going to be working on today, Mike?
Your 3D model.
Hey, nice. Yeah, Dark Pole, that is a good way to approach it. I definitely get through a lot of water when I'm doing Ring Fit.
According to this, Dropbox doesn't think stuff was updated. On Thursday or Friday.
At all.
At all.
But you just told me that.
That's whenever all the saves and stuff happened.
Yeah,
so
that the Toon Boom file says that it was worked on Thursday at 10:46. So.
Yep. Wait. Yeah, the dates are like the 10th on these.
Okay.
And the 10th would have been Wednesday, so
So
did you move a folder onto like just your desktop to work on?
I don't think so. I can double check.
I was just assuming that Friday was the 12th. Sorry, that Friday was the 10th, but there's no evidence of you working on the 11th or the 12th on any of these files.
So that must be what I'm missing. I mean, I can double check, but I'm pretty sure I haven't saved them. Like, they would be in my recent files.
Mm-hmm.
I normally just open from my recent files.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Like, You didn't reset anything back to Thursday.
No, I've
Friday.
not done anything. No, I've been looking at the dates of being like either the 9th or the 10th for these being changed. I should have looked at that immediately. What an idiot. Yeah, there's no activity of you doing anything on Thursday or Friday.
That's just incorrect. Oh, Sketchy, you wait. Sketchy says, what's the 3D model for? Tell him, Mike.
Oh, I'm making
so excited.
A custom stream overlay in Unity. And so the 3D models are going to be our bear and bird avatars, and then we're going to react to things that occur through the Twitch.
So you see the avatars we currently have on bottom left and right, the little 2D animation of Mike and me as the bird and the bear, just kind of idling. Well, we're going to replace those with Mike's 3D models, and we're going to be able to control them in real time. So we're going to be able to move their heads and move them across the screen, and we're going to have animations on them of us reacting to stuff that we can trigger whenever we want. I have a fight stick that we're going to hook mine up to so I can control it from my side of the desk. It's going to be so cool! Yeah, and people from the chat can throw bombs at us. Mike decided to put that in. It's going to be rad. I'm really excited about it. That's partially why I'm like, it's okay, Mike, we can fix the Toon Boom stuff off stream.
Alright,
because I want to see more of this happen. I'm so excited about it.
I have to fix some stuff. I might have to like rebuild it on this new PC because things went weird when I tried to transfer stuff over.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. It's
it's
a new version of Unity as well, so I'm considering just maybe getting the previous version that I was building it in, and the new one it's all perked.
I mean, yeah, do whatever is best or is easiest for you. That sucks, dude. I'm really sorry that you ended up losing work.
The burb just now looks a little bit angry face.
That's my natural. Default. That's my resting face, guys. Can't help it. Yeah, kind of like a VTuber, except rather than looking at a webcam and like auto tracking stuff, it's more like we have to deliberately trigger them to do stuff instead.
Yeah. I don't think we want to use webcams to track us.
Yeah. Generally just because I find VTubers feel a bit limited in how expressive they are. So this will be more like they'll have just an idle animation, and then we can trigger different animations by hitting different buttons or shortcuts. But we have to kind of deliberately trigger them.
Yeah.
Get a load of this. This music's rad, Mike.
I'm glad you like it.
I do.
You gotta practice live performing with the game rig.
Yeah, it's true. Gonna have to get used to it. I'm so excited to hook up my fight stick to it though.
Yeah. One issue we have to overcome is India being able to see what she's doing when she edits the characters. I talked to Ak about like networking that, and like getting it to feel one-to-one would be a bit tricky over a network. So
we're not gonna have me run the game on my side.
That's what I mean. Is you would run, if you were running the game, it would have to be networked.
Okay.
But the way networking works is like not everyone is in sync, but you'd want to be in sync because you would be physically here, you might not necessarily, your actions might not necessarily be in sync with what you're doing.
Okay.
So if you were like, whoop-pow, and then like a half second later, your character did the whoop-pow, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, then I'd be disappointed.
Yeah. So it may just be a case of we have a stream monitor and you can just see what's happening on the stream in real time. That is kind of the... Yeah. You wanted to animate the 3D dog doing little push-ups.
Yeah, we could make him do little squats and stuff for when you guys give us exercises too.
India.
Huh?
Swaft P. Pawa asks, a fight or a flight stick?
Both. I ordered both. So I have a fight stick and I have a flight stick. Because I wanted to see which one I want to use most. I think probably fight stick's going to be easiest to use. But I am tempted to hook up my flight stick and put a bunch of shortcuts on it for my programs so I can control Toon Boom with my flight stick. I just think that would be fun. Its official name is the Adrenaline Stick. Is that true? That's not true. I don't believe that. Is that true?
I would love to program something where we have to like beat 'em up, fight off a raid. For sometimes. Like...
That would be really fun actually, yeah.
Because I'm sure through the Twitch API it can tell you like how many people are in a raid when they come over, plus their names. Maybe not their names. Maybe just numbers. But yeah.
Are you saying that raiders are just a number to us?
No, I mean in the API.
I can't believe you'd say that. Right on stream in front of everyone too. You look so tubby and cute on this. I love it.
Do I?
Yeah, I've enlarged your head. So you're even more cartoonishly proportioned. Which is super cute.
Aww. Look at me go. One of the first items that I found in that game we were playing yesterday was a hat of antlers, and I was just like, well, this is my hat forever.
Yep. And then he befriended a bear by catching it in his Pokeball.
Yeah.
All I could think when we were playing that game was I could be playing Breath of the Wild. And instead I'm playing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing Craftopia, Avo. That game does not feel good. It does not feel good to play.
I wanted to play it with India to see what it was like, whether it was worth getting a group of us playing it. It's probably...
It's fun because I was playing it with Mike. But the actual, like, you can see how it could be fun if the game felt good, but the game doesn't feel good. And it's so, like... It's so I've played Breath of the Wild and now I want to make Breath of the Wild. Like, there's no original ideas in that game whatsoever. Like, you can see how, like, fighting some of the bosses might be really cool. You know, if there was any kind of crescendo when you won, or boss music, or your hits felt like they connected, or the boss had any kind of animation when you hit it, or there was any kind of sound effect associated with it. Like, it just feels bad.
Like, to the point that they have goblin encampments with a big skull building, and the goblins that are archers are standing on platforms. But it's so, like, MMO. You know what? I like that it's, you know, sort of real-time combat though. I appreciated that it wasn't.
Turn-based.
Yeah, or standing and pressing buttons and cooldowns. Although there are cooldowns and stuff, and there is a MMOE quick bar.
It is unpleasant. It's unpleasant is the word for it.
Oh, it probably has gacha elements. We just didn't get far enough.
Yeah, I bet it does.
But it's ridiculously physics-based as well. So like, India discovered that you can have cannons that fire you. If you run into, they'll fire you. So she got you can get 3 variations of cannon so far. There is straight, horizontal, there's vertical, and there's 45 degrees. But she made a platform that was 45 degrees and put a cannon that was horizontal on it. And she's like, oh, you might be horizontal, but you aren't when I place you on. And she placed it, and it didn't stick. It tumbled. But it was still active as a cannon object, so it fell on her, fell off the floating platform, and then fired her into the sea.
I was feeling so proud of myself too. So I was like, I only have horizontal cannons left, but I need a 45-degree one. I know, I'll just put my horizontal cannon on a 45-degree platform. No problem. The best thing was that Mike saw it from afar. He heard me screaming and looked over, and I just saw on his screen like the cannon falling and me flying away from it into the ocean.
It's a good thing though that you have like super swim speeds so you could get back again.
Yeah, I've unloaded all of my skill points into swim, so I can swim like twice as fast as I can run. I'm really fast at it. But yeah, it's got that weird thing where you can tell that things are like just imported in from an asset store because nothing is sized correctly to the characters. Like, you're meant to have adult characters, but when you go into dungeons and stuff and there's tables and chairs, they're all twice as big as your character. So your character looks like a child next to them.
So what we're saying is, it's a badly thrown together weirdness, but there are fun things that you can discover about it. Yeah,
like it's a lot of, if you have someone who's not going to take it seriously with you, then it's really fun to just arse around with them. Like, there's just not that much to do in the game itself, so like you kind of have to make your own fun. Like, unless you want to play the game of just, I craft this so I can craft that, so I can craft this so I can craft that, so I can just endlessly. Yes, they do have conveyor belts and you can put cows on them.
Yeah.
We just unlocked the conveyor belt.
I think in the video it's a conveyor belt into a huge cook pot, which we haven't gotten yet.
Does it feel like they own the weirdness? It kind of feels like they were trying to make it good. And it's not.
I don't know. I think there's certain parts of it that like their promotional material has like you launching stuff and like the conveyor belt into the. I think they are trying to own the weirdness.
You think? Because they are trying to do like serious bosses and stuff in the dungeon, but the combat does not feel good.
Well, I think they're still trying to do like RPG elements. I just think they're being weird about it. I don't think they're being serious. Like, India, the start of the game is all you're faced with is you have to push a button. You push the button and you blow up the world.
Okay, spoilers. Yeah, I get that. I just mean, in terms of the gameplay, because they're trying to take themselves seriously in terms of the game feeling good and being fun to play, it doesn't feel like they're owning the fact that it's ridiculously bad, because it feels like they were going for it being good and just failed, rather than they were going for it being ridiculously bad and lent into it. It feels like the bad is a side effect, not like what they were aiming for. You know?
Yeah.
I think the player can own the bad though,
Oh yeah, for sure.
even if the game doesn't. See, Your Majesty.
Bye bye.
Your Majesty. One of the fun things is in the character creation, it feels like you have like a doll body and then you're putting different heads on it because all the heads are completely different sizes in a really strange way. So you choose like a female head and it'll have like this huge big anime head with these big anime eyes, and then you'll go to the next option, it'll be this tiny dude realistic head. It's really weird. Yeah, there's a character creation. It's not super robust, but it's there.
It's terrible.
I made a man who was entirely beige because you can choose them to have like skin tone hair and skin tone skin and skin tone eyes and skin tone eyebrows. So I made him all the same tone. So he just became beige man. Just a lump of man.
Skin tone eyes. Curse.
Yeah.
The first time I saw India's character, there was depth of field, so you were even blurry and beige. You were just
I'm
like,
just a lump.
yeah.
Yeah. So it might be worth it if you're interested. How much do we pay for it?
It's 20 euros.
It's not worth 20
That's
euros,
not worth
guys.
euros.
It's worth maybe like 7. It's not worth 20 euros.
I hope they keep making it. Like, it's an early access game, so
It's so derivative that I don't have much hope for it.
it's $6 in Habbo's store.
Oh well, that's good.
You go for it, dude.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it for that. Especially if you have people like to play with.
I don't know when we'll next be playing it.
Probably next weekend if we feel like it. I might just play Breath of the Wild though. The downside to it being super derivative is that the locations and enemies remind me of Breath of the Wild, and that makes me think, why don't I just play Breath of the Wild?
Yeah. This game is for those who like Breath of the Wild, who have finished playing Breath of the Wild, but you are of the ilk of having never played Breath of the Wild.
You got Breath of the Wild on your PC and added a ray tracing mod and played at 120 frames per second.
What the?
What was that like? How did you even get it on your PC?
Wait a second.
Emulators.
Oh my gosh, you can emulate it on the PC. Imagine what mods people have made for it.
Whoa, yeah.
Have people made any cool mods for the emulated version? Yuzu or Emu? Sorry, Emu? Emu?
So many stupid mods.
Really? Like what? Tell me more.
Tell me, sir, do you dream?
There's a mod in beta that adds crafting system, rehashes shrines, adds more NPCs, late game quests, and changes how you play the game. That's so cool! Oh! That's amazing! Oh my gosh.
Co-op? Co-op?
How long do you think until someone adds a mod to replace Link's sprite with Zelda? Or a female Link? You can be the car from Initial D. Really? That's a very specific mod for a very specific person, I feel.
What's Linkle?
Linkle is what they call female Link.
Linkle is such a stupid
Yeah,
name.
I kind of hate the name so much. But that's really cool. I would want to play that. Not that I don't love playing as Link. I do love playing as Link as well. You hate her design? What's her design? Is it not just Link?
That's what someone called it.
Wait, what's the design? my senses are tingling. I'm Googling.
Oh.
Oh man. They've given her like a mini skirt. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate that they've given her a crop top when she's wearing like the first clothes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, instead of being like Link's shirt, it's like a crop top and hot pants instead of the trousers and shirt.
Right, yeah. Stop
Come
it.
on.
Give her the blue shirt. The blue shirt's awesome.
Just give her the normal clothes that Link has. All the clothes for her are like super sexy. I'm sad. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want that. It's like the monkey claw.
The monkey paw.
Yeah. Like
India and I recently watched 1984 Wonder Woman.
yeah. Oh my gosh, what a weird movie.
What is that movie?
What is that movie?
What is that movie?
It's not a Wonder Woman movie. She could have been named URL. They should just call her like female Link.
They should just call her Link.
Yeah, because she's just the hero of time, just reborn as female instead. It's like Doctor Who. Like the female Doctor doesn't need a specific name because it's still the Doctor, just reborn in a female body.
They're just called the Doctor.
Yeah, like Link should just be the hero of time, Link. Whether it's he or she. Yeah. Ah, night night, Devin. I can make these fingers more extreme. What am I doing here?
Just
To make these more
flip the
extreme.
bird.
Give it more stretch. What am I even doing? Give it more stretch. I'll make it look realistic when I ink it. Fine. There isn't a co-op mode for Breath of the Wild. I suppose that'd be way too intensive to do, wouldn't it? I could still dream about it though. I mean, it took so long even to get a co-op mode for Skyrim. You know?
Yeah.
In the mod. And even then it's super buggy and unreliable. So I can imagine that Breath of the Wild. Purples, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
There's a co-op for Ocarina. Is it good? Does it actually work properly? Because if there is, then Skipping.
Link with an E is better than Linkle. Yeah.
I would rather still just have Link without needing to differentiate between them.
Yeah.
Because I think if you have to differentiate between them, then it no longer feels like it's just the hero of time being reborn. It feels like it's an edge case.
Yeah.
Kevin and Carrison playing Ocarina Randomizer. That's cool. Yeah. Pal bro, Link is better than Linky. If it's good. If the
Lunk.
co-op for that- Lunk. If
Lunk.
the co-op for Ocarina is good, then we should play it, Mike.
Whoa, there's co-op. There's co-op for Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Oh. Up to 4 people in Ocarina of Time. What?
Up to 4 people? That's so cool.
Do you just get 4 colors of Link or something?
Oh, I hope so. Just like in Four Swords.
What color would you want to be? If you
Probably-
could make Kevin pink.
If you could choose your
Great.
colour, that'd be great. Because then we could be green and orange.
That's true. But like a bluish green.
Yeah, just like, just like Bird and the Bear. But if not, I'd probably choose blue.
Not yellow. With the yellow shirt.
Yeah, is the multiplayer like reliable for it? Is it good?
Were they streaming it? Or just playing it?
Is there a place we can see it, essentially?
Have you played Ocarina of Time, India?
No!
Oh.
Listen. This is important. I haven't played any Zelda game.
Oh. Wait,
Listen.
what? Anyone?
Yeah.
I played Skyward Sword in your apartment.
Uh-huh. You did.
And you, how did it, that was a game that I
That you
borrowed from
brought.
your friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't my game.
You've not played any Zelda games.
Nope. And I really want to, because I love it.
Okay. Mind blown.
Yeah, that was the idea. I can't believe your mind's blown, because I've told you this before. Because the idea was, because you've barely played any of the Sonic games, you were going to play all the Sonic games.
I
I was
didn't
gonna
realize
play-
you hadn't played them at all. I just thought you hadn't like completed them or something.
And because I haven't played any Zelda games, I was going to play all the Zelda games.
Yeah.
I started playing,
Man, you get such a better deal.
I started playing Majora's Mask, but I didn't get very far in it. I got until the moon started to do its thing, and then I was like, oh shit. And then I didn't get any further,
In Majora's Mask. Oh.
so I didn't get
So
very far.
yeah, you have played them. That's why I'm like, wait, what? But
Well,
you
I
haven't
mean,
played them.
When you mean them, that's the only one I've ever played.
Oh,
apart from
okay.
Breath of the Wild.
Okay. So you've not played Wind Waker either.
Oh wait, I totally have played Wind Waker.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I've played Wind Waker. I've completed Wind Waker. But any other Zelda game, apart from Wind Waker,
And you played a little bit of Majora's Mask, and you played a little bit of Breath of the Wild.
but any other Zelda game, Mike, any other, look, other than Majora's Mask and Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker, any other Zelda game other than those, are
Okay.
you still shocked?
No.
Well, I never said that. Someone wiped bod. Yeah, I've totally played Wind Waker. I just for some reason forgot that was a Zelda game. I don't know.
Okay.
The weird thing is I've also been recently watching Grump play that again. Because watching Grump play Wind Waker is like my comfort food. So when I was feeling ill, I was like, this will make me feel better. So it's weird that that's been so present recently in my brain, and yet I forgot to mention it.
And yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got no excuse.
Are you even human, bro?
I don't know. My brain is like a sieve. But either way, the point is, I haven't played a lot of the classic ones, and I'm really excited to do that. And I'd love
Yeah.
to do it with you, if there's a possibility of doing that.
Yeah. Yes, that would be
I
great.
don't think it might be more fun to just watch you struggle while you comment, or whether it'd be more fun to do it together.
In a co-op. Whatever. Like, the reason I was asking whether you played Ocarina before is like, if they're playing a randomizer,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't want you to play a randomizer for your first,
No. I would.
Yeah.
I would just want to play it multiplayer, but I think if it was a randomizer, I wouldn't complete the game because I would get stuck because I would not know where I'm meant to go or what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
Habbo says,
So in the end,
which is a reference there, Danganronpa.
Oh, okay. So in the end, it doesn't even matter
I had to fall,
to lose it all.
cause in the end,
It doesn't even matter.
one thing, I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try.
Now, something to do as you understand. Blah 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 bam. What?
So keep that in mind, I just rhyme to explain that. All I know is time is a viable thing. What you fly by as the pendulum swings. What you count down to the end of the day, the clock ticks laugh away. It's so unreal.
Cause in the
Look
end,
out below.
it doesn't
Watch the
even
time go
matter.
right out the window. Try to hold on, but you didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. Anywho, sorry guys, but
It
I got
doesn't
possessed by the
even
spirit of the Linkin
matter.
Park, which happens really regularly because those songs are catchy.
Bum 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 bum.
The Danganronpa Let's Play was really funny.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, mm, 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 mm,
but in the end,
Cappy
it
says,
doesn't even matter.
"Our friends or something more? We're completely platonic, unless. India, would you go out with me?
What do I get?
This.
He's just gestured to all of him. Okay, that's a pretty sweet deal. You're
Well.
pretty cute.
Well.
Well, what? I said yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess for something more.
I guess for something more now.
Cappy, this is all your fault.
You made this happen.
Yep. I've given you a little raised up at the back feelingness. Like, remember how you got your hair done that time?
Yeah,
And you liked it.
I did like it. I want to get it done again.
So I've given your bird that.
Good. It's called an... I forgot.
A step cut?
It's called a
Reverse bowl?
reverse bob.
Reverse
Is it a
bob.
reverse bob or an inverse bob? I've forgotten.
I think it would be reverse.
Okay. That's what it's called. I speak with authority.
So I've given. You want it?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, she says we can all agree that Sakura is the best girl in the game, right? Yes, Sakura is amazing.
In what game?
Sakura superiority in Danganronpa.
Oh, I have not seen or heard
So in
anything
the
about
end.
that.
He's the one who says that. She's like a super buff, like wrestling martial arts girl. She's like super cool.
All right.
And she's also probably like the nicest person in the game.
The words super buff always make me laugh.
Super buff.
Like to everything. Like Superman was super buff. It's like, all right.
Super buff should be the name of a superhero.
Super buff.
It is I, super buff.
I will thwart your crimes. I'm super buff.
I will buff your flaws.
Yeah, his trademark trick is to like shine the floors so the bad guys can't get away.
They all just slip.
Yeah.
The shininess. You want to eat donuts with her? Oh, me too. I wish I had like Sakura as a friend. That'd be amazing.
Eat donuts with Sakura.
She'd be really supportive too. Because she was so supportive with people who wanted to start working out. She'd be rooting for me. A super buff pup. I feel like have you seen those pictures of dogs and cats who are super buff?
I've seen the cat that's like super muscular.
It's really funny.
It is really funny. How does he get so big?
How did it get so big? Working out, I guess.
What is how would a cat work out like that? Like
Pull-ups. Beating up dogs. Giving their lunch money.
Do you think it was like some sort of like growth hormone gone wrong, or do you think it was like, because like a cat doesn't really do much?
I mean, it depends on the cat, surely. I mean, Buffy certainly doesn't do much.
Yeah.
Which is the cat we live with.
Hey look, watch past streams in our VOD collection. That's our link to our YouTube channel where you can watch the last 3 years of this insanity if you really wanted to.
Why would you? It's just it's exactly this for 3 years. This is...
You could go back in time and see how awkward we used to be.
Yeah, because we're totally less
We're
awkward.
super confident now.
Yeah, we've changed a lot. We've matured like a fine cheese.
Tell your friends.
Tell
Tell them to tell their friends.
Tell your friends you love them.
Doigswift 2020. Tell your friends you love them.
That's nice. Be nice.
Make that a part of the sentence. Listen.
Listen.
I love you.
I love you.
Doig and Swift are available on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm definitely available. That sounds so weird.
What, being available?
That we're available.
Available now to stream for free onto YouTube. 3 free years.
I don't care. I think people should just subscribe.
You think everyone should just unsubscribe from
Yeah.
anything you do so that you can save yourself the embarrassment of being observed doing the thing that you like?
You guys think I stream for you guys to watch me and hang out with me? Nah.
Wait, why do you do this?
Well,
no, like hanging out with people is a good reason.
Yeah.
Allowing people to hang out with you
People to hang out with
is
you.
a less good reason. That's why I'm saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that's a bad way of perceiving it. But like, you know, if you're funny and you make people laugh, then
I mean, I make myself laugh. Does that count?
you're people.
I am people.
You count as people.
Someone once told me that those who can laugh at themselves will never cease to be amused. And you know what? They were right.
I laugh at you though.
Oh look, you got push-ups. Yes.
Is that for any reason?
Yeah. So you can get swole. Now that we're going out, I need you looking your best. So, time to get swole. I got a swole Barry gift. I mean emoji, that's great. Go on, away with you, Mike. Not allowed to see the bear. You can see the bear when the bear's done. The bear's not ready yet. In progress. He's doing them, guys. You got this, Mike. Dog salad. Yeah, dog salad is dog salad is intimidating to hear. Ever since Undertale, dog salad has intimidated me.
What is dog salad?
What, in Undertale?
Yeah, I know it's from Undertale, but it's like, what is it?
What is it? I mean, that's the question, isn't it? I don't know. You get it from dog residue. That's all I know. Dog residue, I hate that. Whenever I say the words, it gives me the smell of dog in car. You know how, like, sometimes when you say words, they, like, you can smell them. They come with an attachment.
Yeah. Do 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 do.
Like a freshly baked cookie. Oh, well, that's given me a nice attachment. Thank you. Now I feel like I can smell Subway cookies. What is it about Subway cookies that make them, like, the best? That's what I want to know. What dark magic are they doing to make their cookies the best?
I don't know if they are the best.
Have you ever had one?
A Subway cookie?
Yeah.
No?
That's why. That's why you don't know. You just don't know.
I guess not.
They're the best, Mike. They're the best cookies.
Okay. Remember to save your work.
Okay. I did it. Well, sketchy. I'm gonna try and say it. They come with Chihuahua wontons. Chihuahua wontons. I don't know.
I don't even see where that is in the chat.
You're thinking of croutons, not wontons. I was gonna say, aren't wontons like, you know, Asian dumplings? They're delicious, but they're very different to crouton. Oh, well, you haven't tried Subway cookies. I mean, that's the main reason for Subway to exist, I think, is not their sandwiches. Their sandwiches, which are worrying because it feels like every year there's another scandal where it's like, the Subway sandwich is not really a sandwich. That's not really bread. That's not really tuna.
Wait, are you saying Subway cookies, not Starbucks cookies?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, I thought you said Starbucks cookies.
No, Subway cookies.
I've not had a Subway cookie. Or nor a Starbucks cookie.
It's the Subway cookies are the absolute best cookies. They're the best cookies.
Huh. Do, 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 do,
You just go there to get the cookies. That's the reason you go. I'll get you a Subway cookie sometime.
Okay.
Just so you know that I'm right. It's important to me that you know that I'm right.
Do, 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 boom, do, do.
Yeah. But it says it's not really a foot long. It's technically a cake. It's super unhealthy, but pretends it's a healthy snack. Yeah. According to scientists, the tuna doesn't include any tuna in it. But Subway's like, no, it totally does. And no one knows who to believe now. Because the scientist seems pretty definitive. If someone's analysed the tuna and not found any tuna.
There's no tuna in Subway tuna.
Apparently, they did a food analysis of it and found no trace of tuna in the tuna. But Subway was like, no, dog, it's totally tuna. And that's all anyone's heard about it. So...
Nah, dog, tuna's in there. No dog, only tuna.
Yeah.
Imagine being a business where the contents of your tuna is in question.
Yeah. Something. You could say that there's something
Fishy. You could say there's something not fishy about their tuna.
Yeah, how much tuna do you think there's in there on a scale of 1 to 10?
That's one of the crafting ingredients in Craftopia for making scaled roof tiles. You have to add fish.
Because scales! I get it!
Yeah.
I'm hip and with it, I get it.
You have to get fish. There, I like that.
Remember when IKEA meatballs were actually made of horse? I don't. I've never actually had IKEA meatballs.
Yeah.
I do remember when Asda or someone was selling burgers with horse in them.
I think that was Tesco.
At Tesco.
Yeah, because I was having a kerfuffle verbally with Brenda recently, and he was like, "I'll see you outside of the co-op, pal." And I'm like, "I'm more of a Tesco guy." He's like, "Oh yeah, with your horse meat." So that's how.
Oh no, he got you there.
Yeah.
People who go to Tesco are all in it for the horse meat.
Yep. It's a selling point, really.
If you've never even been to an IKEA, good, sketchy, never go.
I've only ever been once.
It was a nightmare. Don't go.
It was with India.
I hate it.
And the bus the bus that we took to go to IKEA was an IKEA specific bus.
Yeah.
It wasn't IKEA's bus, it was just a bus route
But the stop
that was specifically IKEA.
Yeah.
That was the destination for this particular bus route. However, the bus, rather than coming to terms with the fact that the engine was completely like broken, instead of being like, okay, we're just going to stop and wait for the next bus to pass us, so that you guys can get off of this one and onto that one, the bus dedicated itself to crawling at like 10 miles per hour to IKEA. So instead of being like a 10 to 15 minute journey, it took us like 40 to 45 minutes
To get there. And the reason we had to go is because before the pandemic happened, IKEA did not do deliveries and has never done deliveries. So every time you go to IKEA, you have to go and take back with you the stuff you buy there. You can't get it delivered to your house. And of course,
well,
because they're selling furniture pretty much exclusively, there's some pretty big stuff to take back.
I think it was more that you couldn't order it online, but you can go to the store and then arrange a delivery.
I don't think they delivered. I think they only started delivering because of the pandemic.
How did we get your desk back then?
We carried it.
Did we carry that desk?
We carried it. We had to take it back on the bus.
Oh, did we do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
we did that. We took it back on the bus and had to carry it home.
I think they did offer delivery, but we didn't want to pay it because it was a lot of money.
I don't remember IKEA ever doing delivery. I think that's something they started doing because they couldn't get people in the stores anymore. But I am known to have a terrible memory, so you guys correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think it was like 30 to 40 euros or something to get it delivered.
What's so wrong about...
Yeah, it's 50 euros in the Netherlands. I think we were like, we don't want to pay an extra 50 for just this.
Wow.
But you couldn't order the desk online to get delivered, so we had to go.
So Sketchy says, what's so wrong about IKEA? I've only heard good things about the furniture aside from having to build it. Okay, so the furniture from IKEA is good. So it's got good stuff. You do have to build it, and that's kind of fun and ridiculous by itself because it can be so complicated. But the stuff it sells is good. The problem is the store itself is, if you go to IKEA, set aside the entire day. Because basically the way IKEAs work is there's a one-way system around the store. So you have to pick things up as you go. And you can't go backwards without doing a loop around the entire store and starting again from the beginning. So you have to like pick up stuff as you go, and you're on this footpath being trafficked by people through, and it's like a maze. It's just like...
It's not a maze, it's just one way. But
it feels like a maze.
But everything branches off.
See? That's it. It's like you're like, it's like being in an IKEA dimension. There's no way out, and you're trapped in the loop, and like You end up in the warehouse and you're like, but I never saw the lamp on the way here. So you have to go back to the start and start again and try and see where you missed the turnings for lamps. It's just... And then to get stuff, you have to like plug in a bunch of numbers to various things. It's just... And then you have to find it in the warehouse yourself afterwards. You have to look through the catalogue and find the number and write the number down. And then when you get to the warehouse at the end of the maze, you have to go into the warehouse and find the box yourself for the thing. Sometimes there are multiple boxes.
Okay, someone changed the arrows to make a circle so you couldn't leave. And Sketchy says, now I understand why the person that changed the arrows in an IKEA to make a loop got arrested.
Yeah, they should have. That's so cruel. How long were people trapped? How long were people trapped in the IKEA?
But it says this way.
Yeah. It's terror. It's like you're being sheep herded through a furniture store. It's just don't go. Please. Spare yourself.
The one that we went to, it was I think a pretty big one as well. I don't know how they compare elsewhere, but Dublin's feels pretty big.
It's pretty big.
As
It took
a
us
store.
40 minutes to go through a loop. That should give you guys an idea of how big it is. It was exhausting. Just wanted a desk.
A desk and a picture frame.
We might get a picture frame too.
I think so. It is practically a day out. It's like it's the equivalent of a theme park journey.
Except
It's
not fun.
It has all of the stages that you would have if you were going to a theme park.
But yeah, it definitely is a day trip. Set aside a day for it if you're gonna go to IKEA.
I'm so glad they offer food in there. People they probably like didn't used to, and then people were just like,
People died in IKEA. So like, okay, maybe we should feed people.
you need to offer food in this labyrinth.
The food is another stop though, so if you miss it, then you're screwed until you can do another loop.
I have to do a Google.
You got your mum a giant candle from IKEA, as you mean huge. How big we talking here, Ben? I need to know.
Like, I wonder if there's a picture that can show scale.
Gosh, IKEA is like a real world SCP, right? Oh, Hinkapink, your mum made it fun. How did she do that? Tell me, I need to know.
That's the decathlon. I was about to say, like, that's really small.
If it fell on you, it would hurt. Has she ever lit the candle?
I wonder if I could just look at it on, like, Dublin maps. It's currently closed. There's 2 IKEAs in Dublin. There's one in the north. We went into the north one.
We're from Northern IKEA.
Oh my god, we weren't even that far. And it took 40 minutes.
Probably could just walked it in the same amount of time.
Guys, like, we used to live here-ish. And the IKEA was just here, and it took us like 40 minutes. To give you an idea...
Because of the damn bus. Damn. That's my new word.
Like, it used to take 15 minutes to drive from to the airport, which is like here. Yeah. Anyway.
Reasons that we should probably have a car.
Look at the square that IKEA takes up.
Mike was saying yesterday that we should learn to drive, and I was like, do you really want to see me drive a car? And he immediately backed.
Yeah, I did. He were like, do you want to be in a car with me driving? And I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Careful
Why can't I see satellite? Why can't I? Do I have to click this before I can see satellite? Where's the button that lets you see? I hate this. Let me see the photograph version. I don't want directions.
Look at this photograph.
Okay, fine.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Right.
How did our heads get so red? And what the hell is on Tommy's head? This is where I grew up. Really enough.
Look at the size of this thing.
What?
Like, that's the size of a car. This is how big the IKEA is that we got lost in.
I feel like you should be able to just see a sprawled body outside it. You have like people who have just come out.
It's so big. This is a big IKEA, right? I want to see how big IKEA is anywhere else. Let's like go.
Amsterdam, you say? Who else? Who wants to volunteer in IKEA for us to look up? Check Amsterdam. Okay.
Yeah,
Cardiff IKEA was awesome. Doodle! Awesome how? How could you say IKEA? Do you enjoy IKEA? Are you one of those people who enjoys IKEA?
Yeah, that one's pretty big as well. Yeah.
I think that overall, like, they must all be pretty
They must
big,
all
right?
be huge. Huge.
Perfect first date! What? Doodle, did you have a first date in IKEA? That's a way to test a relationship.
Just walk in and look at all the weird shit then. Food.
Not even intending to buy anything, just oogling. That's the problem with IKEA, I think. It's their genius, actually. Is that there is actually some really cool stuff in there. I do like looking at it. They have some wacky stuff.
Oh, Doodles didn't say that was their first date. She's proposing that it could be the perfect first date.
Yeah. Test them. Take them to IKEA and see what happens. Do you remember when we were in IKEA, Mike, and we saw that they'd set up this amazing office?
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh, to have an office like this.
Yeah.
It was like entirely mahogany paneling
Mm.
and like old musty books and stuff. And we were like, to live in this room. Yeah, their little sets and room displays is like, this is what your life would be like if you bought all the stuff from IKEA and carried it all home yourself. Yeah, IKEA is perfect to flee from the day. If it goes bad, you can just hide in a cabinet or something and they'll never find you. We should make a Five Nights at Freddy's game in an IKEA.
Wait, I lost her in IKEA. She was my date, but then she got afraid and hid from me in the cupboard. Yeah, that could be a song.
Yeah. IKEA, I cannot find her. I turned for 2 seconds and then she'd gone away. In IKEA. There is an IKEA horror game, really? Is there? What happens? What is it?
I took her on her first date. I didn't anticipate the mistake she'd make. IKEA.
I am actually really looking forward to when we have our own play.
Yeah.
Going to an IKEA and being like, let's get some stuff for our new play.
And then spend the whole day or the whole week building it all.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
I mean, we're still sitting on the chairs that we bought from IKEA. Oh, well, I am. You're in some egg chair.
I'm in some egg chair, guys. Like Robotnik would be.
Yeah, yeah, you are Robotnicking it up.
Oh, sketchy is that. Oh dear, she's lost in an IKEA. Something, my ear. She's been there from Monday to Saturday. Nobody knew she was there. Do you remember that song, Mike?
I am not snivelly. Get away
I
with you.
didn't say you were.
Ben just did.
Oh, okay, got you.
I like that in the pilot episode, he just had that button that made the bird's head or eye or something like pop out.
Yeah, in the first episode. See, Mike has seen the first episode. I made him watch it. We're on episode 2. I will force him to finish.
You will force me.
Yeah.
With your force powers.
With my Sith, yeah. Yeah.
Don't. That's an abuse of your ultimate power.
Yeah. It's okay, it's worth it.
No.
It's for your own good.
It's
For the greater good.
not for the greater
Grey
good.
area.
It's a grey area.
It's grey area.
I was watching Superstore and they put a camera in the break room and she's like, "Are you allowed to do that?" And it's like, it's a grey area. And every time someone brings up with the person who questioned it first, like, "Are you doing that? That's illegal." She's like, "It's a grey area. It's fine." Yeah, you can't force me to watch Sonic.
Want to bet?
Yeah.
It's that challenge.
That's not a challenge, it's a fact.
Challenge accepted.
It's not a challenge, it's a fact.
Uh-huh.
You're not
Sure.
allowed. No, you're not allowed to.
It's definitely not a challenge. Wink.
Don't do it, India.
Don't worry. You're safe. I'd never
You'd never
make you watch Sonic.
wink.
Wink.
Stop it.
Wink.
Stop it.
Wink wonk.
Stop it.
Okay. Nothing to worry about, Mike. Don't even worry about it. Don't even think about it anymore. Don't waste any more of your pretty little head thinking about it. It'll be fine.
Shoosh. It has been watching like a 3D animated Jurassic Park show, and I came up and I was like, "Oh, are you still watching that?" And she's like, "What do you mean? Am I still watching that? What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh,
It was a weird question.
it just meant like, you're still watching this show."
I mean, not meant to be.
You got so defensive. You're like, "My dinosaurs, though," and I was like, "Yeah, you can I
It's
still
the
watch
only
it."
thing that makes me feel better.
I just meant like,
I'm not watching it anymore.
not right
Finished
now. What? You finished it? You're not watching it anymore because you finished
I don't
it.
have any more dinosaurs. I'm so sad.
Was it any good?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
A lot of it was spent. I was spent doodling during it, so I actually missed a lot of what happened.
I can't believe we haven't talked about Rhea today.
It was better than expected. Camp Crustaceous was.
I keep thinking Camp Crustaceous is Camp Coral, and you've been watching SpongeBob. That's what I
No.
keep hearing in my head.
I'm sorry, I haven't. Not that Camp Coral looked like it would be fun, but there's dinosaurs though in the other one.
Hang on.
Whoa.
So it's not called Jurassic Park, it's called Camp Crustaceous.
It's called Jurassic Park Camp Crustaceous.
That
And the
f-
storyboarding
it
is surprisingly
it
awesome.
feels like someone was like, "We have to come up with a subtitle for this. Get out your thesaurus." What's the equivalent of a park? Did a bit of reserve, the campsite,
Camp.
yeah,
I'd be great in those meetings.
camp, what's up? I just can't think
What's
of
up,
anything.
boss?
And then they were just like, "Well, okay, and we can't use Jurassic, so what?
Dinosaur.
Triassic.
Dinosaur. Camp Dinosaur.
Camp Dinosaur. If India was in charge of it, it'd be
It'd be
Jurassic
called
Park Camp Dinosaur,
Camp Dinosaur.
and there'd just be a really fabulous looking dinosaur
You know, actually, I'd love that. That'd be amazing.
with like lots of feathers.
Tran Rex. Great. Like RuPaul's Drag Race combined with Jurassic Park. It would be incredible. Ola says my god, Indra is annoying me.
Oh.
If there was an old person that acted like they knew everything, they'd be Jurassic Snark. Pretty good. I will. I'll find a way to make him watch it. Don't you worry, Ben. Dino race. I mean, dino race just sounds like you would have a bunch of dinosaurs at a starting line, and then you'd be like, now let's see who's the fastest. Did you know that the T-Rex, the T in T-Rex stands for train? I don't think that's true.
I believe it stands for Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, pretty sure that's its name. Train Rex. I get it now. That's awesome. Mustache Boyo says, I like trains.
Well, good.
Bert says, I sometimes have to come up with carpet names at work. Do you know how many names have already been dibbed? No.
Is the I like trains and like ASDF whatever reference?
Oh.
I like turtles.
Turtlesaurus Rex. Pablo, that was very good. You were right, Mike.
Yeah. I like trains.
There are thousands of names for carpet. Really? Wow. I never knew.
I remember, so one of the creator sort of behind those ASDF movies, animation compilation things, he made a I think he made a video to promote his university that was like a zombie thing. I think I remember seeing that while I was still in my university. And be like, that's really cool. Little did I know where he would go on, what he would go on to accomplish. Tibbs knows their name. I'm trying to search in my brain for what their name is. You know them, don't you, India?
I don't know. Mamaroo K, thank you so much for the raid.
Hello.
You're here for a fight!
Tomska, that's it, thank you.
Oh, Tomska, the person who founded Newground.
Yeah, India.
Oh, I did it dumb again, didn't I? Oh, that's not him?
I think you're thinking of Tom Fulp, but
Okay,
it's really funny.
Tom! Okay.
That's really... Tomska! The founder of Newgrounds.
Hey, they're both called Tom, and they both animate. Oh.
Also, Tomska is notoriously not an animator.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Tomska was with the Eddsworld group. So he was on Newgrounds. Like you're not too far from the truth.
Well.
Yeah, who animated the SDF movies? I don't know.
So what did he do then? Did he just voice them or write them?
I think he wrote them / like directed them.
Various animators, okay.
Yeah, he hired people to animate on it.
Oh.
He's the Disney of our generation.
What, Walt Disney wasn't an animator?
I don't think so. Can I get that as a voice clip?
A joke. He definitely wasn't.
Did you make a joke?
I did.
Yeah.
He just recognized the potential.
That might be one of my favorite of your laughs. The smug.
I think India knows something about it.
A fenical laugh.
Oh, from Agretzko.
The squeaky. Oh, that's one thing. In Craftopia, when you kill a deer, it just sounds like this.
like a really creaky door opening somewhere. Another thing about Craftopia. Sorry to harp on about Craftopia. But I don't know if it was a glitch in my game or whether it's just something they overlooked. But there's like a sound effect for when you hit something like an animal that sounds squishy. But it's the same, they use the same sound effect for when you're smashing crates of vases. So you're like hitting vases and they're going like hitting the squishiest vase in the world.
The font for our username is based on a font called Gore.
Mm-hmm.
But then I added in the little bear in the edited the F in Swift to be the logo.
Yeah, I suspect it's meant to be a horror font, which is actually surprisingly fitting.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be a horror font.
If I recall, it was a horror film. Yep.
I love the meta in that. Ah, yes, darling, Doig and Swift, they're completely fine children, and we're just like, fuck.
What charming people.
I'm sure they'd be fantastic babysitters.
Sit on my baby.
Sit on my baby.
I must go to the theatre. Sit on my baby.
My stepmom is a childminder, and my dad helps her out. So he was telling me that he was playing Death Stranding, and how like you had like the baby, a child miner, no child minder.
They find the children in the rock.
And he was telling me like how you had to like take care of the baby, and I made a joke at him that it was like, oh, so you're a childminder in real life and in the game, then like you can't escape it.
Be like that.
And he was like, haha. But then I got a message from him yesterday going, you know, I've been playing that Death Stranding game, and I unlocked an achievement, and the achievement was childminder.
There you go.
So he's like, your take on the game was correct.
Yeah, when your relaxation becomes your work.
Yo, Reggie Monkey, hello. Oh, we're around the time of raids, are we?
Raging Monkey, thank you so much.
The audio isn't popping. Also, the music stopped.
Oh, Pablo, you were like child miner as in a miner who is a child. That makes sense. I was thinking about you like
someone mining
for children.
Oh.
Like we have to extract these kids from this rock.
Yeah, I suppose when you have it in those sort of terms, like a gold miner doesn't mine the gold, they mine for the gold.
Sometimes
so, yeah.
my mind does not make the most obvious connections.
Take care, Ankun.
See ya, Ankun.
What were you up to, Rager Monkey? I'm really liking how your model's coming out now, India. You got more of a kind of floof out to your hair, but it doesn't go out like it's got a concaveness as well.
Want another drawer over?
Wait, no.
Heartless. It's absolutely heartless. I really like how this art piece I'm doing is coming out. I'm actually really proud of it. Do you want me to draw over it? I'm sorry. I'm an asshole.
I love that about you, though.
No, you don't. You shouldn't.
I do.
You shouldn't.
Such an asshole.
I'm such a dick.
Do you think it needs one? Do you not like it?
There's some things I would change about the silhouette at the front, but I think it's looking awesome.
What would you do?
I can show you if you want. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at how much of an asshole I am. Not funny though. If you'd like me to do a draw over, I can show you what I mean, just because it's easier for me to explain to you.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, it's easier for me
I want it to be like you want it to be.
Yeah, it's easier for me to explain things visually than it is for me to, like, explain them with my words, because that often gets muddled up.
Go on then.
Okay, I'm doing it. One
Grab
sec.
it.
I'm trying.
Go on, come on.
Make sure it's rotated to the front. I'm
Yeah,
grabbing it
come on.
now.
Get that screen
I'm
grab.
trying.
Come on.
I'm doing my best. Okay, I got it.
How?
I did it. Okay, I got it.
Ooh, what's this?
What is it?
I'm glad it's not a dick pic.
You just open it straight.
Yeah.
Didn't even check.
Oh, that's cool. So are you doing the effects and stuff? Oh, nice. Oh, super cool. I'm sorry. I started looking at the fact that like it's just his face. Mr. Beast partnered with Honey, added for free. Super cool. I like that there is an actual raging monkey down here. Yeah.
Just gonna make sure I get it like right. Just be a sec.
Oh, Sketchy Cosmos says this might be the most talented stream / chat I've ever seen. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, everyone in the chat is awesome.
2D Ula, he animated on Klaus. Doodle Carls is a final line artist at Cartoon Saloon. She worked on Wolfwalkers.
She also worked with us on the latest NSP music video that's yet to come out. Anima Tunings or Habbo has worked with us on a bunch of stuff, including Magnum Bullet's Night Runner, and he's working on some really cool stuff right now with other people as well.
Yeah, I think he's currently working on the Rise of the TMNT movie.
Like, so many cool, awesome people in chat. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, lots of people like Powbro have their own streams as well where they do artwork.
Kurzik's an animator. Recently, I think they've just left what they were doing, but they're moving on to working on Hell of a Boss.
Heck yeah.
With Bibsy Pop.
Bert is currently working on a bowl of Weetos. Very important. Of course you can share a drawing, Sketchy. Go for it.
Palbro is also a good murderer.
Oh really? Was he an imposter?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never asked you about how the game was on Saturday that you played of Among Us.
It was really good. Yeah, had a lot of fun. I was imposter for a few rounds in a row, which was intimidating. I'm not a very good imposter yet.
Did they all know it was you again?
So sometimes, like, I can never make it into like the final kind of like final few. I always get kind of too sussed. Palbro is adorable though.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I always knew that, but
it's like someone's like, Palbro, I just saw you kill this person. He's like, no, that was you.
Good defense. Good defense.
I think there was a point where it was down to the last 3 and Kara was trying to claim that Palbro had killed, and Kara had been drinking a little bit of wine.
Oh,
and
no.
So Nate had to choose between Palbro being like calmly like, no, I think it was Kara, and Kara hysterically just like cackling into the microphone, no, it was him.
Oh no, she made herself sound suspicious.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
He picked Palbro to vote for, and Kevin afterwards was like, dude, how could you choose between those two? Like, it sounded so obviously that Kara had done it.
Yeah.
Kara managed to gaslight Verdi in like 3 different matches of like Verdi's like, I saw Kara. Kara killed her, and Verdi got voted off.
Oh, poor Verdi.
She
Oh,
did it.
no.
She did it so many times that in one match she was like, Kara's just like, I just can't. Please just vote me out this round. I just can't do that to Verdi again.
Sounds like poor Ben when we were playing. It's like Ben got voted off every single round, and it was never him.
Poor Ben.
Yeah.
Voting Ben off is a meme.
Poor Ben. He sounds pretty suspicious this round. Yeah, we should probably vote him off.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, just in case.
Keep the crew safe, vote Ben. How's the paint over going?
I did it. I sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
It's done.
It is done. Okay, I need to grab. Ooh.
Does Ben really get imposter a lot? You see, we had a sense for it. Mostly Killers voting Ben out. Poor Ben, jeez.
Uh-oh.
I was only imposter one time so far, and I was really bad at it. It was a lot of fun, though.
I can't click on OBS. Can I click it now? No. Maybe I can Alt-Tab to it. There we go. Okay, switch off my screen. Oh wow, I can't interact with OBS right now. Is that because I have another window open? Is that what it is? Is that because I have all of these open? Nope. Okay. Oh, it's fine. I just have Pegbar open. That's fine. Oh, I can't close or click on that either. All right. PC, what the fuck are you doing?
What is it doing?
I don't know. I can still move in Blender.
Maybe it's just processing something?
I guess.
It going down. Yeah.
Task manager. 100% of the network is being used.
Oh, really? Weird.
Yeah.
We've been having internet problems too, just lately, which has been strange.
I mean, I guess it's just maxing. It's sending 94 megabytes per second.
Whoa.
Maybe that's okay.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Sounds like a lot, but I don't know. I don't know enough to know.
Yeah, wait. It's dropping down again. OBS, did you have a moment there? Did we have a moment in OBS just now? Yeah, I think OBS was just like, I'm gonna do something.
Oh, it was OBS problem.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, your computer can do a lot of stuff, but if the program decides to shit itself, there's not much you can do.
Okay. Oh, so you want this stuff to like curl in more?
If it doesn't have to, if that's like too hard to do in 3D.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Because these characters are very 2D, and I think very 2D. So I might sometimes draw things that aren't actually possible to do in 3D.
No, everything is possible. You just have to do it.
I thought you were going to say you just have to believe for a second. I was ready to be inspired.
You're ready. Oh, I like what you're doing with me there. That's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. Where's my screen? Here? Cool. Okay.
Yeah, Ula says OBS did that to me once too. So. Catbon says, "Ah, I'm overwhelmed." OBS moments later. Okay, I'm fine now.
I am trying to send our stream at a higher scale this time.
Oh, Sketchy, thank you for the warm up and stretch. I will do that. Hold on, did you drop your image in? Did. Cool. Let me open it. I'll put it on screen.
Yeah, let's see it.
That's super cute. Like a cat girl.
Oh, cool. I'm looking it through OBS. That's really cool.
Yeah, nice job, Sketchy.
Cool.
I like the way the hair is like formed into almost cat ears as well. Yeah, awesome job. So I haven't asked you much about yourself, but are you like, would you like to be, what is it you'd like to go into?
Okay, so let's look at this.
You have no idea? Well, you've got plenty of time to decide. Like, literally your whole life, so don't worry about it. Mike's a bit like that too. Mike has a lot of passions of a lot of different things. And enjoys doing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Which is why one week he'll be modelling and the next minute he'll be storyboarding and the next minute he'll be doing like a poster and the next minute he'll be making a game.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, and then if I rotate this, oh, that's gonna. I need to do like connected. So up here, there's a setting where you can say connected only. So I want this when I do soft select, like soft modification or whatever it's called, where that sphere, I want it to affect the verts around it, but I don't want to affect your face as well. Curve this around. Next minute he'll be drawing naked ladies with bare heads.
Yeah, who would do that?
And
Yeah.
publishing them in a book. I kind of have been thinking about getting another reprint of that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or like maybe making another one that's slightly bigger that has more collected in it or something. I can't believe how quickly I had to like mock the whole book up together.
Yeah.
Right at the end.
It was the day of pretty much that you had to send it off.
Yeah. I put it off for so long that I had to get it ordered and then delivered to our temporary accommodation in the city where the convention was. And it was one of those cases where you have to submit by 6 p.m. and I submitted at 6:02.
Yeah, so you were like, has this gone through?
Yeah, I had to call them up and be like, help!
Was that with Comic Printing UK though?
No, that was digital printing.
Okay. I was gonna say if it was with Comic Printing UK, like he's normally super nice about that stuff.
Yeah, no, it wasn't him.
It was not Rich. So Rich of Comic Printing UK. If anyone ever does a book, I recommend them.
Yeah, for sure. He's super friendly and helpful. Just make sure you know how to add bleeds and you'll be alright. You just love watching the avatars bounce.
We'll have to get like as appealing a bounce cycle going on with the models.
Look at this. She bounced. She bounce. Yeah.
I wanna see you bounce! Yeah, I wanna see you dance, girl! I wanna see you shake that thing!
I want to see you bounce, girl.
I wanna see you groove! Yeah, I wanna see you move that thing!
Is bouncing one of the criteria you look for in a significant other, India?
Yeah, bounciness is up there.
Yeah.
Doors. Starts working. You do it. Work it. Shake what your mama gave you.
I saw I was on Facebook yesterday messaging my mom for Mother's Day, and I came across a picture of my aunt that she posted up of herself when she was younger. And there's a comment on there from my sister who was like, "Oh, I see which sister I take after." And I was like, "That's not how this works." And you take, yeah, you know, hereditary, like genes and whatever.
Oh, go on, Mike.
It's like she would take after my mom because that's her mom.
Yeah. There you go. You made it.
Oh, not aunt on Facebook. My aunt on Facebook. You're right. Darval says, "Doig, she's a bird. Of course, there is a dance involved required."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But how do you think I attract my partners? Adi.
I remember that gif of like the bird on the, like, I think pretty sure the dancing one is the male one, but the energy is so something that you would do.
I don't give a shit what it normally is. It's what I do.
Yeah.
We have some pals who aren't in chat at the minute, I don't think, called Coffee Doodles, and her husband, whose handle I've forgotten.
Scrot Panda.
Scrot Panda, yeah.
Which means like trash panda in Swedish, but
Scrot Panda.
it just sounds like scrotum panda and it makes me laugh.
And they apparently do these bird dances to court one another in real life, just around their apartment. One of them would just jump into a room and start dancing at the other. So cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, they're adorable. I think my animal version would be a monkey. There's no dance involved there. They throw poop. But is that how they court?
Isn't that how they like ward other like monkeys away?
Right, the opposite of courting.
Here, smell me. This went all the way through me, baby.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. One of the worst things, sorry about this, about Craftopia is that your characters just poop themselves as they walk around. Like, you will just leave feces on the ground every now and then. And it's like a little pink soft serve. Yeah, they just like, we were walking around the island and we were like, what's this? And it was like human feces. And then we looked behind us and there was just like a trail along the shore of these little poop. It was really weird.
Oh, sketchy.
They're like, why would they put that in here? They could just not have. They could just have not put that in there.
Sketchy's like, I see Rubber Ross, and I'm just like, if you've ever seen Rubber Ross's intro, we made that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was
this one.
It was just a fan project we did, but he liked it and wanted to use it, so that's cool.
In the background, India had drawn all these like photographs of Slimantha and Vanity.
Yeah.
That you can't see, but they're all like, these are like zoom-ins on them.
Yeah, they're way too small to see in the actual thing itself. But I did do them.
I think you can see them here. Here.
That was a lot of fun. I just wanted to do I wanted to try doing one of those videos, you know, like chill beats to relax to. I thought it would be kind of fun. And it was.
the room itself was a 3D model. India's drawings, 2D Samantha.
Yeah, so Mike made the entire environment in 3D and composited it all together as well.
I wish I had the files to hand, but I don't.
Yeah,
I never save it. I never save it. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's another reason.
Wait, what's the other reason?
I just don't know where I save stuff anymore.
Oh, Mike. But you're going to start saving it in, like, real places on this computer, right?
Munch. Yes, totally.
Good.
Yeah.
Sketchy, we really liked your portfolio. Sketchy sent us a portfolio for editing. And they were like, don't look at my Let's Plays, though, because they're really cringy and not funny.
We watched them.
And so we watched them, of course. And they're really funny. They're really good and charming. I don't know what you're worried about. Like, that was one of the things we liked the best. Like, you have a really good energy when you do Let's Plays. If you ever wanted to do more of them, I'm sure they would be really fun. Oh, wow, bro. Thanks. Thank you guys for being there when I was making it and helping me out. It's so awkward, though. Well, I thought it was, like, awkward in a charming way, you know?
Do, 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 do.
But just being honest, it's true. I really like your stuff. In fact, you know, do feel free to link your channel if you want to.
Yeah, go for it.
So people can check it out.
I was in a Ross stream chat once, and someone commented on the intro, and there he was like, "Oh yeah, if you check the Rubber Ross channel and look in there, you can see their Twitter." And then I was like in the chat, I was like, "Yo, here's a link to us or something, or a link to the I think I linked to the Slime and Chill video, so people could see that and see like all the variations on it." And it's just like I got swamped in the chat. Just like it just way past, and I was like, well.
Well, that's the thing. It's like he has a lot of followers and a lot of people, so it's kind of difficult to get anything seen in his chat.
For sure. Do, 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 do. That's why I appreciate how chill this is.
Oh, pal bro, thank you so much for the
Thanks,
gifted
dude.
sub. That's so nice of you.
Now you can use all the emotes.
Thank you. Oh, pal bro, holy guacamole, you're so kind. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Eggman can't believe this.
I can't believe this!
I suppose at some point we should probably get our own emotes. Not emotes, like alerts. We had the Sonic ones on for the Sonic Adventure stream we did ages ago.
Yeah. Well, I suggested making them like Girl on the Glim themed.
I just don't know if like a lot of people who come to our streams know what Girl on the Glim is.
Oh, that would be the purpose of making them Girl on the Glim. Be like, what's that?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, as Jim says, make it known. Yeah. I know what you mean though.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think you get self-conscious though.
Yeah, I do a little bit.
Like, oh, I don't really want to like push my comic on people, and it's like, well,
It feels a little bit self-indulgent. You know? Here I am animating Doig and I in an intro. And it's like, this is as far as I'll go. It's like, this is very functional. I get a little bit insecure when.
But the thing about it, it's not self-indulgent. It's working on your own projects and your own ideas, which isn't self-indulgent. That's creative.
Yeah.
No. Like, there's a big difference between, like.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I get it.
Okay.
Get it. All right. Yeah, you're probably right.
It's not self-indulgent.
Sketchy says, I haven't stopped smiling since I joined this stream.
And I hate it.
Oh no, emotion.
I'm not smiling, I'm grimacing.
I've been pretty smiley today. Not
yeah,
that
me
any of you
too.
would know.
It's hanging out with you guys is super fun. I'm happy that you're having a good time, Sketchy. It's really cool to have you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike and I, when we saw your name at the beginning before the stream started, we were like, Cody! So, super cool.
I was gonna be like, aha, hi Cody, and she's like, and he was
It
like,
sounded sarcastic, and I was like, what if he thinks we're like being like, haha, hi Cody?
so she didn't let me. I was like, fine, you say it to him then.
Okay. And I did.
Yeah.
And now here we do. That's the end of the story.
Vert says, I watched Rise because of your advertising, so people might buy Glim if you tell people about it.
That's good. You should all watch Rise as well. But that's nice to know. I hope that you enjoyed it too.
Cody is the best name for a programmer. Maybe you
That's
should do
true,
programming.
You know?
Cody.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, you gotta think of it less like advertising, more like recommending.
I think the next big project we're gonna do is gonna be a Glim trailer. Which will be really fun. Because you know, we're animators, so when it comes to like advertising the comic, it feels like it's kind of a no-brainer to do a an animation. So I'm thinking something like, if you guys have seen the Kairos trailer,
Yeah.
then something like that, because that's also a trailer for a comic book. Let me link it to you guys.
Goals.
Now this is 2 minutes long, so it's probably not going to be as long as this. I'd say it's probably going to be 30 seconds per minute at most. What mic can I make? But and says, for an animator, you think you'd be more animated about your sales pitch? See what I did there? Yeah, all right. I'll get better, I think, as I get more familiar with the fact that I'm doing it now, and so I should probably talk about it. It's like kind of part of my job to talk about it, I guess.
Yeah, like when it was like, oh, I'll be working that in the future. We don't have to talk about that now, but now you are working on it.
Habbo, why would you say that? Habbo says, are you going to do it on stream? That's kind of self-indulgent.
Habbo,
Why?
do you want band man?
Did you say you want band man?
Yeah,
You want band man?
I'll ban you.
I'll fucking ban you.
I'll fucking ban you.
It's my fear, Habbo. It's my fear. But I suppose I gotta face it. Much like in the comic I'm writing.
Yeah, India was like, I love the Kairos thing. What is that? I want that. Oh, it's a book, and it's only a book. I guess I will have to buy the book. That's the effect she wants to have with her Glim trailer.
I watched the Kairos trailer and I was like, I must have this now. What is this? What is this? I will find out about this. I will buy this.
But we kind of took a step back from our content and realized that a lot of the stuff that we've done has all been like fan stuff, and we sort of like looked at that with a kind of like the harshest lens of like what people might interpret about us with that.
The critical eye over our own content, you could say.
And it made us realize that we should really start to focus on stuff that we're making for ourselves.
Because we don't want to be misunderstood as trying to ride on people's coattails.
Yeah.
Because that's like 100% not what this is. The stuff we do as a fan project, we do because we love the stuff and we want to draw more attention to it and show our appreciation. But we suppose it could be interpreted as us trying to use other people's clout
Yeah.
to gain popularity, and we absolutely don't want that. So maybe it's time to focus a bit more on our own stuff, you know?
So we bake clout into our own stuff.
It was a weird thing to step back and see that it could have been interpreted that way, because we had never considered it.
The fan artist dilemma. I think
Yeah.
both to be noticed for, but also like for the harshest lens to be noticed by. And we didn't want to seem like we were
Angling for anything.
Yeah, we don't
in
want to be
return.
like, senpai notice us and everything that we make. We want to be like, hey, appreciate us for what we do.
Yeah, because that was never
To
the intention.
a broader, yeah.
Mindless self-indulgent.
Ulin's like, that's what we all think. You're just writing someone else's coattail. Coattail? Co-op Ocarina of Time? Where was I going with this? It was all meant as a joke.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to think of it that way. But I suppose if you were to look at what we do and look at our channel and have a bad faith interpretation, then I could totally see people thinking that, you know? Thinking,
Yeah.
oh, they're doing all this grump stuff to get noticed, or they're doing all this grump stuff to like ride on the grump's wind by having them in the title so people search it. And it was never meant to be that, you know? As well
Yeah.
as looking at stuff like Worthy Kid's Wire and just seeing what he does with his own stuff, it's like, you know, maybe we should start investing in ourselves a bit more. And it's hard because there's still a bunch of fan art that I really want to do. Just because I love stuff, so I naturally want to make stuff around it. Like, I really want to do a Skies of Arcadia opening animated. I still really want to do Secret of Mana stuff animated. I want to animate Jet Set Radio and Phantasy Star Online and all that stuff that I love.
Make stuff that is inspired by and just put it into your, like Starlight Brigade was your love of, you know, Ghibli, Mobius, you know,
That was
other
original.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like, take the feeling that the things that you want to do fan art of, take the feeling that gives you, and let's just put it
Make something
into,
new.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's probably what we're going to be looking to do next, rather than more fan projects. Dan Grip says, how do you find that balance between original and fan art? It's difficult. Like, we've always just done fan art just because that's always been what appealed to me to do, because there's a lot of stuff I love. And the original stuff has been less prominent, but maybe it's time for that to change.
Yeah.
You guys are going to kick some big dump truck ass. I hope so. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Get you started to make a Game Grumps fan game in RPG Maker, but then you realise you can't write worth a crap. It's a lot of work making stuff in RPG Maker. I made a fan game for Mike for his birthday, and it was ridiculous. I don't think I finished it, but what I got was pretty fun.
If you want to see that, we did a playthrough.
It broke before we got to the end because I think it was missing a sprite, so the game crashed. But
so I called it Pigu Densetsu
most of it is there.
because I like that I said Densetsu and it comes up after that Kairos animation because you just search that. Let's see if this works.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
It
Daddy, am I dying? I thought it was funny.
It was super funny and just out of nowhere. It's so not here. doigswift VODs. We need to Doug Swift loves Kung Fu. Thanks, Google. No, search instead for doigswift VODs. The amount of times that it's like Did you mean Doug Swift?
Yeah, did you though? Are you sure your name isn't Doug, Mike?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, India. There we go. Piggy Densetsu. You gotta force Google to search properly. So I'll mute this, but this was the game that India made. An RPG maker.
So it's based. So Mike, so I admit this is like a complicated story. Mike has been making a game called Pigu Joust, and it's about these pigs that you can ride on and joust with. And he really likes the character Pigu that he made for it. So this was a game based around that character, basically. So it's a game based on Mike's game.
But India went deep with the lore.
I did. I decided to give a very dramatic backstory to the main character.
They say life begins at 722. Oh yeah, and then you made the gravestone for Robin Williams. I think because you made the game around the time that he died.
Yeah.
Dark.
It wasn't meant to be dark. I think it was meant to be like
No, not that
honorary.
you putting in there is dark. It's just the death of Robin Williams is dark.
It's sad, is what it is.
Sad, yeah. Yeah. So let me just link you all to this.
How long did I spend on the game? Man, I can't remember. I know I spent like a week straight on it while Mike was away. I was still working, so a week straight was like, I think, working on it after I got back from work. And then I think I spent like another month or something just working on it at night when Mike went to bed because I was trying to do it in secret.
I was so annoyed at you.
Yeah, he was
Because
really annoyed at me.
Because I was like trying to go to sleep and you were just on the laptop and I didn't know why and you wouldn't show me.
Was it worth it though?
Yeah. It was. But I wanted to snuggle you and I couldn't.
Oh. But you could afterwards, the day after.
Yeah. I think that you didn't do that for too long because at the time, I believe I was still... Was I still living elsewhere?
No.
No? Had I moved by then? I
Think
must have
so?
moved by then. Then how did... How could you even do it secretly at all?
It was like... Because it was like a week or something where you were away.
Okay.
So I spent that week like doing it more intensively. And then I just had to like do it when I could find the moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It was easier to make the plush.
Because you could do that at work.
Yeah, because I could do that at lunchtime at work.
Gotcha. Oh, Jim, thank you.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
India wanted to hide the game development because it was a birthday gift, a surprise birthday gift.
Yeah. So that's why.
She wasn't trying to hide her passion from me or anything. It wasn't like, oh, I can't let Doig see that I want to do game dev.
Because then he wants to do game dev and there could be only one.
Oh.
We'd have to fight.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm so glad we're not in a relationship where like we would have insecurities like that.
Man, me too, because I was at one point and it was not great.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a relationship I was in where the person I was with didn't want me to do life drawing in the same class as them because they saw it as their thing. And it was like, well, what if I want to learn too?
Wow.
Like, dude, just be cool with it.
Yeah, that's such a toxic mentality.
Yeah. I think it, like you said, it was just insecurity, and I feel bad that they're insecure about it. But, like, I didn't want to live my life doctored, like, by their insecurities.
Yeah.
And stop myself from doing things I wanted to do because they were insecure about it.
We met at it. Well, we arranged to go to life drawing together the first time.
Yeah, that was our first date. Was drawing sexy ladies.
Yep.
Doing burlesque stuff.
India
It was
won
awesome.
a CD.
I did win a CD.
for your epic drawings.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was trying to do the whole thing on my laptop digitally. That was
yeah.
hard.
I remember that.
That was really hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, so Fox, I agree. Relationships should be about supporting one another. You know? You want one another to be happy, so you want to encourage each other to pursue your interests.
I knew someone who, like, their sister wanted to, like, I think their sister was wanting to, like, their younger sister wanting to be cool like their older sister, but the younger sister would start to do the same stuff that the older sister would do, and then the older sister would be like, oh, that was my thing, but I can't do it anymore because they do it now.
So weird.
And so the younger sister would just keep doing it anyway and get really good at it. And it's just like, oh, that's such a, like, if you
what a waste.
If you liked music, keep doing music. If you like art, keep doing art, kind of thing.
I feel like that it's like a fear that they'll get better at them.
Yeah.
Better at it than them. But even if they do, what does that matter?
Yeah, insecurities can cripple you.
Yeah, I mean, I say like that's weird, but I used to be like that when I was a teenager.
Oh,
you know,
like that's their thing.
Yeah, and I regret it now because it was stupid of me. I was stupid.
Yeah.
Like there was a friend who I thought was copying me, and I used to get all like up in arms about it. And it was just because I was insecure. Like I was scared if it wasn't my thing anymore that people wouldn't want to be friends with me because I wouldn't have anything worth like knowing me about. You know?
Then you realize that the wide world, everyone is doing the same things all the time.
Yeah, then I realized that there is no best person at anything because there's people in art who are good at certain things and people in art who are good at other things. And there's no one person who's good at all the things better than anyone else. And it's also super subjective. And I luckily realized pretty early that it's way more fun when you support one another and take the stress off yourself of having to be the best at stuff. And instead just be like, this person's better at this than me. I wonder if they'll show me how they do it.
Yeah.
So I can get better.
And
you know, it's way
and
more
then
fun.
we realized that we live in a society.
And it made me way less insecure to do that too. Because once I let go of it needing to be my thing, like I realized that people liked me for more than just that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to be insecure about it anymore. I could just have fun with art without worrying about it having to like reach a standard that I'd like kind of arbitrarily set myself. You know, I can just animate birds and bears and not have to worry about it needing to be the next amazing Sakuga thing. And then I can try and do an amazing Sakuga thing and see how cool I can make it. But it doesn't have to be the end of the world if it's not the best thing in the world. Also, my friend made a really good point once. My friend Reika. Which was, you don't want the next thing you do to be the best thing you ever do. Because imagine feeling like you've just done something and you'll never ever do anything better than that. What would be the point then?
Oh, yeah.
You want to always be able to have room to do the next thing.
You want it to be the best thing you've ever done, but not the best thing you'll ever do.
Exactly, yeah.
One time, I think Pink says, one time my mum was like, isn't it too much to date a person who studies the exact same thing as you in the same uni? And I got insecure about it and told my partner, and he was like, oh yeah, the horrors of sharing a deep love for the same interest. Imagine the toil.
Yeah.
Well, the toll. I laughed so hard, I felt immediately so good.
Yeah, 100%. It's great. Like, I love working with and living with and dating Mike. Like, it's awesome to both be interested in the same thing, and it's great to be able to work on projects together too. Like, that's really fun.
It does come with challenges though. So like in a scenario where like, for instance, on projects like Starlight Brigade and Mystic Crystal, India is both my partner and my boss, and in circumstances like that
can be weird.
it can be weird, and it can also be like, for instance, is like, say I was being too slow for a lot of for a lot of the things that I was responsible for, I was taking too long to do them. And India had to have discussions with me, was kind of like how are we going to get this done? And there was a lot of pressure of like to get it finished that she had to talk with me about. But what was important, I think, was realizing that we could have discussions as those different parts of ourselves, different roles. So it can be like, how are you doing with that? And then we can immediately realize that we can just talk about stuff outside of work. And we were like, so I'm trying to phrase this of like, we could have a certain level of detachment from working together to being in a relationship together.
Yeah.
I think there's some parts where it creeped in where I would respond to India about work stuff as if we were like more casual, and like we just had to take a step back and be like, it's not okay for you to communicate in that way to someone you're working for or with.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that to someone.
Yeah, and
who
I was
wasn't
like,
me.
oh shit, you're right. I'm sorry, and apologize. Because like when things get stressed and strainful, you can act out in ways, and if you like choose the wrong kind of mind mapping of it, it can be awkward.
Yeah, likewise. Because like normally you can go do a job and you're like a certain way in your job, and then you can come home and have a freak out about how bad your day was. But when you're working together and one of you is directing the other, you can't have that freak out without having it in front of them.
Yeah.
And it's like that adds like weird pressure to the workplace, because suddenly the person you're working with knows that you're really effing stressed about stuff.
Yeah.
But like luckily Mike and I are always like looking out for one another. So we're always like trying to support one another and help each other out. So we're lucky that we have that kind of supportive relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Because otherwise it would be a nightmare.
It would be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think India is way better at communicating than I am, Ula. So she can often talk things out, and I'm better. I tend to listen, and then when I get defensive, I get more quiet. It's something I'm trying to work on. I think sometimes India's energy, like the emphasis she's putting into words, I can sometimes hear as like forceful, and it makes me get defensive, and she's just trying to be earnest. I have to realize that an annoyed sounding India is also an not an enthusiastic, like when you get forceful India, you're also being like caring, because you're like just talk to me. Yeah,
it's been, for Mike and I, it's been a lot about just learning what the other person's like, so we understand how to interpret one another properly.
Because you think while you're talking,
mm-hmm.
and I think before I'm talking.
Yeah.
So you say stuff and then realize what you've said, and then think about that's how I really feel. Whereas I'm like a stone that like internalizes everything and then says something. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Anyway, that got interesting. If you share an interest with someone that you're with, I think it can really help you. If they understand what you're doing, I think that can help a lot. Like, because animation takes a long time, and art takes a long time to make. And if you're with someone who understands that time investment is important to you, it's really nice. You don't have to justify it, and also they can be understanding if like that you have to take the time to do that. It's not neglectful, but at the same time they can also support you to overwork yourself, and that's not good. So sometimes I feel like I should probably step in and be like, no, India, you probably shouldn't say yes to this next thing. But then you're so excited about working on it that I'm like,
you feel bad for making me say no.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Mike.
I appreciate you too.
Trying to stop me from hurling myself off cliff after cliff. And for being patient with me when we're working together.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that just comes with being together for a long time, the ease of discussing things. Like, Mike and I are no longer insecure that we're going to say anything that's going to make the other one leave. So we can just have at one another and then like 10 minutes later be laughing about it. So long as the stuff is said, I think that's the important thing.
You know, in films and TV, where like it's like, oh, we have to have the discussion, and there's always like this kind of point of like, oh, you want kids, you don't want kids, that sort of discussion. We had that phenomenally early.
What, like day 2?
Yeah.
I mean, we'd been friends a long time before we ever dated, though. So we already knew each other pretty well.
Yeah. You say a long time, but it was a few months, I think.
It was like 3 or 4 months, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
3 or 4 months just hanging out every day and being friends, chatting every day. And then a relationship that was kind of, we took it pretty slow, emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think it doesn't have to be a big deal. I don't think it was a big deal when anyone brought it up.
Talk about the times you do boxing on stream. What?
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 You mean like when we box against one another? You mean the fisticuffs?
Fisticuffs. Do you mean unboxing things on stream?
Oh my gosh, it's 11 o'clock.
No way!
I was meant to end this stream at like 10:30. We've
No.
gone way long.
Oh, I didn't even. I'm sorry. I didn't even see. I didn't even realize.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's my fault. It's your fault.
All right. Okay.
We have to go. We have other things that we need to do. Like, I need to exercise and then do, work, which isn't this.
Have you like done all the Doig anims? Can I have a see?
You can see. I haven't done all of it. Just a little bit. I don't know if I like that. Wait.
Oh yeah, save it.
Oh yeah, good plan. I've
Thanks,
saved
Ben.
it. This is what I've got so far.
Wait, didn't you do the command? Oh, Darkvolt said, don't forget to save. I saw the back that shit up, save, and I tracked back to that. But yeah, thanks, Darkvolt.
Some things that I'd change about it, but we have this so far.
Whoa! Whoa!
You like it?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah.
I love the
stuff.
snappiness of that.
I'd probably make it a little bit more flexible and bouncy. But it's a nice space to work from. Yeah, the energy's feeling okay, isn't it, Habbo? So I can smooth some stuff out and add a bit more overlap on like the antlers and stuff. Like, I'd like the antlers to come down a bit more and feel a bit more dimensional. So I'll do that.
That's really cool.
And of course, get your ties at the front of your hoodie working properly and everything. Yeah. Oh, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll get that animation challenge up for you guys as well. I'm gonna go and do some ring fit. Wish me luck.
Actually, I think, because Kurzik's asking, just to make sure, does the dog bear still have the floof on top of his head or not? I think I might be gravitating towards not. I think I'm gravitating towards I don't have it.
forgot that you had floof on your head.
I think I should
mean,
remove it.
Are you sure? Because that's easy enough for me to add.
No,
it would be really
no.
easy for me to add that on.
I've not put it in the model, and I've never thought about putting it in the model. So I think we're gonna go with no.
Okay.
Oh, is it in yours? I'm
That's
sorry,
what I mean, is,
Kurzek.
like,
I'm
I
sorry.
animated it with blue. I also get to add it when I board.
Yeah, I think we're just going with this. Do.
Ava says, India, a circular arc. A circular arc where? Where do you want it?
In the saddle, maybe? Like...
That would be cool. When he settles, like, with the hands and stuff.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
What do you think of this hair so far?
Like, it's starting to feel more raggedy, which I like.
Yeah.
A bit better. Which I think is more me. But he's no grid. Hey, I have a grid in this. I'll have you know.
Yeah, I think it's getting
The
it's
grid
getting
exists.
there.
Here it is.
I think I maybe need to put like another like kind of layer or something from your hair up here, maybe.
I think the simpler the better.
Like if I made this a little ridge.
I like it as part of large. Okay.
It's just when I see it from the side, I kind of want to see that little curve here. There. I don't know. Anyway, tomorrow. We'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm pointing at stuff and realize that I'm not even showing my screen. I'm not even showing my screen, you guys.
You're pointing at things and we can't see what you're looking at. I can, because you're right next to me.
Yeah, so this was, very quickly, this is the Doig model. Bop, bop. There he is. Yeah, no floof, see? No floof. That's what I showed. I forgot that I didn't. Cool. Save. So it's
I gotta remember to put the little cheeks on as well. I always forget them. Because
Yeah,
I'm not used to drawing them.
My little cheeks. I'm watching you. Floof killed. Cool. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining us today. I'm gonna flip us over to the intro screen. We've been Doig and Swift, and you've been you.
Yeah, thanks for being you.
No, you know what? Let's make that a little bit more genuine. Thank you for being you. Let's hope you be the best you can be.
I mean, they can't help it. They're going to be the best them they can be. Or the worst them they can be, depending. Everybody have an awesome day, though. Best of luck with all of your projects. Anything that you're working on. I hope it goes super well and you have fun. Yeah, put a lot of effort into not being someone else today. That's good. That sounds good to me. And who we rated?
I'm just going to the following page. Click that for it.
Yeah, it's been a really fun stream. Thank you guys. Best way to spend the morning. Spent way too much of the morning. This has to have been a really long stream.
We have been streaming for only 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours? We're meant to be streaming for 1.5 hours. We've got an hour over. Great.
I think we should go for Clyde.
Okay. So, for those who don't know, Clyde's an amazing animator, creator of Bitey Brackenwood, making his own short film. It looks incredible. He's doing some, frankly, bonkers stuff that I didn't know you could do. I think he's working in... Is he working in Unreal?
Yeah, he's working in a combination between Unreal for the environments and Toon Boom for the animation.
Yeah, it looks you'll see, it's amazing, and he's super nice and cool, and you'll have an awesome time. So have a great time at his stream. Thanks for being here, and may the rest
of your day
be filled
with
adventure.
adventure. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. No, not that one.
Hello, Doig and Swift. Good evening. Thank you very, very much. How are you going? Did you find your lost drawings? Or did you